If you want to work faster and write better, Notion AI is for you. But it can sometimes be a little bit hard to know what does it actually do. And are you missing out on a ton of the AI features? I'm going to show you 15 prompts from creating a table, formatting your data, or even creating pie charts. And by the end of this video, I'll give you a full list of all the prompts so you can use it yourself. So let me show you some examples. Example number 1 is formatting. So let's say you have the timestamps from one of my YouTube videos, or let's say you have some bullet points or something like that, and you paste it in and it looks really bad. I'm gonna click the top left, ask AI, and prompt it fix formatting. As you can see, we get this beautiful list, but I want to remove the timestamp because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna prompt it, can you remove all the timestamps and I given an example. This usually works a lot better. And now you can see we went from this to this, and we're gonna just replace the selection. Example number 2, we're gonna turn a table into a database. So we're just gonna start by writing /ask, click on ask AI. I'm gonna prompt it, create a table with most popular travel destinations in the world and their population. As you can see, it put Paris, France, Bangkok, Thailand. So I asked it, can you separate the city and country into different columns? And obviously sort by population. Now we can click on done. And the coolest part here is you can click in the top left and then you can turn this into a database. As you can see, now we have travel destinations with the cities. And again, you can just sort it here now that it's in a database. The next example is to make a step-by-step plan. This depends on your goal, but let's say that we're trying to build a home gym. I'm gonna ask it, can you give me a step-by-step plan? And sure, you can have 10 steps, but what I like to do is to have them a little bit more categorized. Can you categorize them into maximum 5 steps? Here you go, more plan and prepare, select and install equipment. And the even cooler part is, I'm gonna click on done here. Let's say you have an issue with the first step, like determine your goals and assess your fitness needs. You can just select that, click on ask AI, and you can prompt it, turn this step into smaller steps. As you can see, this is a little bit more broken down. And now you can click on the insert below tab and you'll have more information about this. Now, you might not always want to have this right here in the Notion because it can get kind of messy. I'll just select this bullet point, right click, turn into toggle list, or even easier, Shift Control 7. Then in the toggle, I'll just paste the info or the steps within steps. And now you can always toggle on and off whenever you want to see that. The next example. If you're concerned AI will take your job, there are surprisingly a lot of high-paying tech jobs that you can still get, even without a college degree or previous experience. That's where Careerist comes in, with online live courses designed to equip individuals with the skills they need in today's job market, making it simple for you to land a job in things like manual QA to QA automation, all the way to sales engineering and UX UI design. As the information on coursereport.com, Careerist is ranked among one of the top online boot camps. Careerist has already helped over 1,000 graduates secure high-paying tech jobs across 40 different states. As a licensed education provider, Careerist offers an interactive course that takes less than 6 months to complete. Careerist Manual QA course can equip you with the necessary knowledge, career coaching, mentorship, and support. Manual QA, or software engineering, is a high-in-demand job. Salaries on the market start from $69,000 according to Glassdoor.com. And what truly differentiates Careerist from the rest is that it's designed specifically for individuals who don't have prior technical experience, background, or education. Better yet, Careerist offers a unique opportunity to get your tuition money back from your very first paycheck, proving just how confident they are in their course. So don't let fear or lack of experience hold you back any longer. It's time to take action. Click the link in the description to get 10% off and start your journey to a thriving remote work career with Careerist. Thanks to Careerist for sponsoring this section of the video. The next example is answering questions. Now, obviously, AI can answer questions, But in this example, as you can see, we have an email from a colleague, and we can simply just drag over this, ask AI, and ask it answer these questions. As you can see, it answered 1, 2, and 3. Now, obviously, most of them are not going to have key questions 1 through 3. You kind of have to find it in all emails. Most of the time, an email will look like this. So the best thing to do is just copy everything, ask AI, and say, what are the actual questions here? Just like that, you got 4 questions. Can you also answer them for me? And just like that, you have the answer to all the different questions. Insert below, pretty efficient. Next up is a daily planner. The prompt here is create a daily planner table for me to go from beginner to intermediate in Python coding. This could be any skill you want to learn. Add a column with a challenge and another column with resources to complete that challenge. As you can see, it's writing it. This was for 7 days. We can continue writing or even ask it, can you give me a list of 30 days? Here you can see the list of daily challenges. Next up is to fix grammar and spelling. As you can see, I write really very good. Hover over it, ask AI, and here they have a pre-made template to fix spelling and grammar. And there you have it. Simple yet effective. Next up, you can create pie charts. So I'm going to prompt it create a pie chart of the top 10 websites by traffic in Mermaid. As you can see, it will start writing this code, and at the end, you'll have this beautiful pie chart. Next one, tasks from text. So you might have encountered an email like this where it's just like, what do I need to do? And so you can always ask AI here to tell you, prompt it, turn this text into tasks I need to do. Don't miss any important sentences. Send to AI. Now we have a list of what to actually do that we then can say, turn into checklist. And just like that, you'll get the checklist. Now they are a little bit long, then turn each checklist into smaller checklists. And just like that, you got all the tasks that you need to do that came from this horribly long, ugly message without having to decipher the hard language here. Replace the section, boom, just like that. Next up is math questions. What is 5 times 7 is 35. What's the square root of 64? 8. You can get the value of pi. What is the derivative of x squared with respect to x? Well, it's 2x. The limitations of the math here comes from ChatGPT, where sometimes if you ask it things like, if Adam gives Margaret 10 apples, but then she gives XY back, kind of riddle math, it sometimes gets confused, and so do I. Next, we can ask for a comparison table. So first we can list cat breeds. Just like that, we got like a Sphinx and a Persian. Then you can ask it, can you make a comparison table of a Persian and a Sphinx? Here you can see exercise needs, low activity level, moderate activity level, even the lifespan, the origin from Canada. The Sphinx is from Canada? I thought it was from Egypt. Next up, it can generate a blog post draft. How I like doing it is ask it to generate a blog post draft about your topic. Now it's going to write a bunch of things like an outline. Sometimes this can be enough to get enough ideas for yourself on what you're going to write, or to turn it into a full-fledged blog. You would break each paragraph into more detailed paragraphs or continue down more steps or tips. If you're going to do this, I just recommend writing your own intro. That's the part where AI is a little bit too cliche or you've heard it before. So write the intro yourself. Next one, generate lists. Honestly, I'm a list person. I'm also like a mind map person. So I'm going to ask it to generate a list of 5 goals that I could have in addition to getting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now it gave me a bunch of goals. And again, I'm going to hover over it and I'm going to ask it to make a list of 5 sub goals of this goal. We can insert below. This is one of my favorite use cases because everything is a list. A YouTube video is a list. A to-do list is a list. Your goals is a list. So this makes it extremely effective. Next up is summarize article. You definitely heard about this one. Go to any website, just copy a bunch of text, paste it in here, and while it's all highlighted, just ask AI, click on the summarize. And just like that, you have a tiny paragraph of what just happened. Next, you can translate into multiple languages. I'm going to ask what are the top 10 languages spoken in the world. Here you can see all the different languages. And what I'm going to ask it is, how can I say the phrase, hello, how are you in each language? Just like that, we got hola, ¿cómo estás? And all these other languages. Next up, writing programming code. So you can actually create some Python code that runs a snake game I'm going to send that to the AI. And just like that, he made this game. I'm also going to ask it, can you make an HTML website code that has a button that says hello? And if you click it, it goes to google.com. And it basically just created this one line of code. I promised you a list of 15 prompts. So I'm going to put that in the link in the description down below so you can refer back to it. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more AI automations, I highly recommend checking out my Patreon in the description down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.